Would you look at that? I'm back again. It's a back-to-back day today. So, today obviously, we completed our main game that we were doing together. But today I'm gonna do a tutorial on my main account. It's gonna be, how do you beat boss rush? I'm gonna tell you. So I think this is actually the first time you guys have actually ever seen my main account. There it is. I mean, there's not much to it, but first we're gonna go through. We're gonna go through all. Well, I mean, you can see there's nothing activated on the Blight Wall modes, so this is all real. So first is, what spirits would you want in boss rush? And obviously, I understand I'm not the best boss rush player in the world, but you see here like 12 minutes. That's some good time. So first, I will tell you the spirits you would like to use. So first is, obviously, you want these at max as well if you can. Obviously, if you don't have enough spirits for it, level 5 and level 4 is good enough. But first, you want Umbral Knight. Obviously, quite self-explanatory. Here's what he does: he slashes, and he's just gonna be good for you the whole time. Now, the next thing you want is the dog. Now, the dog and the bird, right, in the same slot, right? Because what they do is, if you have them active together, they hit the enemy for you. When you have this with the knight, you do quite a lot of damage. But one thing you need to note is, when you have the bird and the knight, well, not the bird and the knight, the bird and the dog, if you switch to the other slot, they're gone. So you do need to keep that in mind, because it's going to be quite important, because you'll be doing a lot of switching with the one I like to use. Now, another one I like to use is the Fural, this one here, whatever her name is. Basically, she stuns the enemy. Well, not stuns, but she breaks down their stun bar quite a lot. Now, another two partnership I like to use, obviously you have the partnership with the dog and the birds, but I like to use the dragon and the gas cloud guy. Basically, I mean, self-explanatory, they just gas everything. See, when you're against a boss like who doesn't move around a lot, like the Blighted Lords, obviously it's quite easy to just get a lot of hits off with it. Now, another thing important with this as well is relics. So if you look here, here's my relics, here's what I like to use. So obviously it's always better to get the damage reduction, damage received less. So obviously you want to have these. The gas mask you don't need for the boss fights. You don't need these 0 cost ones either. You do need this one though, the ring parry. So you want the ring, you want the snowdrop bracelet, the white priestess statue for an extra prayer, the priestess doll for an extra prayer as well, the earrings for an extra prayer again. Now this is good, the Immortal's Crest. It recovers a small amount of HP when you deal damage. So not when you're using a knight, like when you're using the dragon and everything. And when you use the gas with the dragon and the gas with the Fugal guy, it does damage and gives you health back. Now, obviously, yeah, you want the stone. The Exorcist Curo you don't need. You don't need the heirloom either. You don't need the mask. Obviously, I'm gonna switch the mask actually for Hasten's Healing Prayer, because that's quite a good one as well. Obviously, this is what I would have. Obviously, you can have other good ones as well, like for example, this one's quite good. The Spellbound Anklet increases moving speed, or the Vibrant Plume obviously increases jump. Or you could even go for something like this one here, Clavier's Ring, reduces cooldown time. So obviously all good. Obviously this one's really good as well, increases spirit uses. You can use that if you want as well, but I prefer to have less damage taken. Now we're just going to go straight into it. Obviously I might not complete it, but I'm just going to go into it. Just going to see if I can beat them with the loadout I've personally picked. So obviously, yeah, you can see here, I've obviously done it before in 12 minutes as well, which I don't know if it's a good time, but considering you're fighting like 7 different bosses, including phase 2s for most of them, that's not too bad. So we're going to go straight into it. Now, I'm going to obviously talk through it. So for Sigrid, obviously she's easy. What you need to do is, obviously in boss rush, you want to defeat it quickly, but you don't want to defeat it. Obviously, you want to take your time as well. So obviously with Sigrid, she can be a bit annoying when she does that. But she has 2 wrecking ball attacks. So this one where she does a massive spin, which you can't really do much against. And she does another one, which is this one, which she just does 1 little hit. Now, you don't want to use the dog and the bird just yet. You want to use it once you kind of get to her next form. Well, you can use it now, in fact, because after you defeat the bosses as well, they give you an extra healing threat. And you also want to use your SP gouge as well when you can. Obviously, unequip them. You don't want to waste it too much either. So, let's dodge you. So your New Game Plus is different, Plus is a little bit different, but we're just doing it on the normal one. Let's see, look, we've got our SP gouge again, we'll just do that. Got like some meters down. Another thing to note as well is when you do your special move with the knight, he is invincible for a few seconds. Now look at this, see look, we've got them all reloaded, obviously with the dog with 1 off, but that's fine. Now, another good thing to note as well is before you go into this like a headless chicken, you want to kind of know the boss's patterns. For example, I know Gerald's pattern, obviously he does that, then you can attack him, then he will turn around and do that, and he will turn around again, and you can just dodge like that. So, yeah, for Gerald, you don't really want to use anything just yet. So he'll do his scream, that's fine. You need to jump over those. You just kind of want to... If you want to guarantee yourself beating it, this is the best way. Just not being too quick or slow, just being directly in the middle. So you can take a few hits, that's fine, because they don't hit too hard. But, ouch, I messed that up there. That's fine though, because we heal hits. So he's going back, we're going to do that. Now we're actually going to use you, bring down your stun meter a little bit. Yeah, so don't forget to use your other spirits as well here. Obviously you don't want to use him now, because this guy's quite jumpy now. So he starts jumping. There you are, now you can use him. So he has that charge attack as well, which is annoying sometimes. So now we're going to equip the bird with the dog. So obviously when I can't actually hit him when he's in the air, they're going to do the damage for me. Obviously the dog can't, but the bird can. Obviously he's just going to keep on doing that. So we want to get his stun meter down, so we're going to do that. Put the dog and the bird back on. We're actually going to use our special now. Oh, I mistimed the parry. That's fine though, that's fine. Be a bit more careful, we're losing quite a bit of health, that's fine though. There we are, unequip them, don't waste anything. There we are. See, so we're already 3 minutes in, we defeated 2 bosses, so I'm not going the quickest I've ever done, but going at a decent speed. Another thing to note with this boss here is in her last phase, she can really catch you out, which can be annoying sometimes. She's even good to bring into this sometimes, the witch, but I don't really use her anymore. I only used her when I was exploring the game in the different rooms. So here, she's going to activate. Now, what is good is if you use her, because look, she takes full damage as well. See, 1,000 full damage is a lot. We're going to use our special, gain a bit of health back. And she'll do that. You can still hit her a little bit. Obviously now we can't, unless we use the bird, but we're not going to just yet. We're going to just do that, get her stun meter down a little bit. Now, we're not going to activate the dog, because there's a problem with her is that she flies, so the dog won't have any use in this for now. Now, the pattern is here is that she does either that. Yeah, so for this, you want to just kind of just dodge quite a bit. Obviously here we'll use our special, knock her to the ground. So here you want to do 1 dodge, 2 dodge, and then she's going to try and do like a weird little thing attack there, which you can just run out of the way of. That was a bit messy. That's fine though. We're going to unequip the bird because we're using quite a few of his things. We're going to use you. And see, that's another one done. 1 minute 30. Now, I believe next is Sigrid. Oh no, it's Silver. Now, she's quite easy in this one. Obviously, she can catch you out a little bit with those beams that she does. Can be a bit annoying when she jumps around and she does a lot of beams. Yeah, sometimes she does do 2 hammer swings or 1. It's a bit annoying. Like here, she did 1, see, but then she just did 2 a minute ago. There's a note to note with the Guardians as well is that when you're fighting them, you want to kind of be quite close up to them, especially in their final phases. I tried to pull off our stun meter, I did, but I took a bit of damage. That's fine though, because we've got SP gouge. We're going to do that now. Just barely miss. So we're going to get up behind her. And then we're going to go behind her again. I'm going to dodge through that. Is she transforming? No, she's just moving back. Obviously now I can just do a few slashes on her while she's airborne. Obviously that's where obviously sometimes she catches you out. Don't do too much damage though. Now here she will transform and then she will do a few attacks or she'll go straight into that. And obviously when she goes straight into that, do not go into that because that absolutely murders you. Yeah, you just want to kind of be close up to her. See, it works well if you are quick with your moves as well. See, look, she's just doing random attacks. She can't do much. And then you want to run away and just let the bird do the magic. Obviously, she'll do that dash. That's fine. And see, look how quickly that was done. Now, next, I believe we've got the Knight, Uluv. So I don't even know how to say his name, but you want to take your time a bit with him. Especially in this form, because if he hits you once, he does a lot of damage. So he does quite a lot of flips as well. You need to kind of always be close up with him. Kind of always be close up and personal. Don't give him any... Don't show him what personal space is. Obviously do that. And just keep on doing the same thing. You want to do dodge, 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 and hit. So for this one, let's see what he does here. What is he going to go with? He's going to go dodge, dodge, and then you go up behind him, and you just do a few slashes, and then he gets stunned. In a minute. Maybe. Does he not want to be stunned? Yeah, that move that he's about to do there as well. You need to be very careful with that. I'll show you how to avoid it, obviously, when he does it again. So yeah, for that one, you just want to jump and dodge, or you can just dodge normally. Yeah, be careful with that attack as well. Yeah, this one you want to do is jump and dodge, and you avoid it. Obviously, a few hits is fine. You don't need to be perfect, obviously, on this either. Taking a few hits is always fine. Always making a few mistakes is good. As long as you don't make too much mistakes, because you've got to remember as well is that if you do make a few mistakes, obviously, some of the hits they do hit really hard. Right, now here, what I like to do is he's going to do a big blast attack. What I'm going to do is going to get right in his face and then use a special now, right? So I didn't take any damage, and look how close up I am to him. And then we stunned him, and this boss stays stunned for quite a bit as well. That's why I have to get dog and bird. Oh, that's not good. You don't want to be too close up to him, obviously, otherwise he might end up hurting you. There, I'll just do that again. Is he going to do the blast attack again? If he does, that's absolutely fine. Because we're just going to go... That was close, I messed it up. That's fine, though. See? Sometimes you've got to be close up and personal. That's the way. Now, this one's quite annoying. You need to... Now, what I like to do for this one is I like to take out his minions first. So then they're just out the way and gone. Because sometimes leaving them around could be quite a pain. Obviously, they're not strong at all if you're level 100. They won't do a lot of damage. Because obviously, I know from experience that these guys can... When you're like level 7, like whatever it is, like 60, they can do quite a bit of damage. So you can activate the dog and bird when you want on this one. It depends if you want to just get the minions out of the way quicker. If you do, then activate them now, obviously. But you just want to always keep your eye on the main boss as well, because he throws like little beams, which they don't do a lot of damage, but it's annoying. And obviously he does that attack. That attack does no damage though, I don't think. So obviously when you're behind him, you've got to be careful as well. Obviously, when you have dog and bird activated, you don't need to worry about taking hits, really, because they heal it all up for you. Now, what you want to do here is you want to kind of dodge a lot as well, because he throws a lot of beams, which can be quite annoying. Using your special as well, if you can try and hit it, like now, that was a good time to use it, because you saw that we hit his minion and him, we gained loads of health. I'm going to try and hit him with the stun one as well. There we are. We've gotten stunned for a bit. Obviously, be careful of that. So you want to kind of dodge around him after you hit him a bit. It's kind of a lot of dodging. Do a few hits, dodge. Do a few hits, dodge. There, for example, you want to dodge. And then you've got the stun meter off. You just absolutely mash as quick as you can now. Obviously, be careful of your health, because he can still kill you with that attack. That attack is strong. There we are. Now this one, I'm really experienced with fighting. Captain Julius, obviously, if you watch my episodes, you know how annoying he can be. You see, the boss previously was annoying, but this one is even more annoying. Now what you want to do is you want to fight him like a knight, you know? You want to, like, destroy his armor. So you just want to get up close personal, just like all the other ones. And you also want to get behind him as well when you do your hits. Make sure you always try and stay behind him in this form. So you can take a few hits from him, that's fine, because he doesn't do too much damage in this form. He still obviously does do damage, which can be annoying. And don't be worried as well as if he's blocking your attacks, because even if he does block your attacks, it also delays him a bit as well. Obviously, yeah, he's going to go into his little phase here. I'm going to try and get his stun off. We have. So you go behind him, and he does that. You want to dodge through that. As soon as he goes into his little animation for it, dodge that. Another thing as well is if you're behind him, sometimes he'll hit you with a spinning attack. Well, I'll try and activate it now. She's doing quite a bad job trying to activate it. He'll do it now, watch. That, you need to dodge behind now. Obviously, it doesn't do too much damage, but it gets you out the combo route. So he's just done it there. Well, I was about to slash him with my special and he's just done that. So he can be quite annoying, but... obviously now he's in the transform. Now you want to get the dog and bird out. You want to run behind him here as well. When he does that, run behind him as quick as you can, otherwise he will absolutely murder you. You need to be quite quick with him as well. You need to be quite quick on your feet with him. Because he doesn't play around, Julius. He doesn't play around, I can tell you that much. Obviously, use a special here. We won't take any damage. We missed. That's fine, though, because we've got stun meter down. The dog doing a lot of damage for us. Obviously, dodge through that. Now, this is where I fail a lot. So, this guy is considered one of the easiest bosses if you know his patterns. Now, I think, in my opinion, he's one of the actually hardest bosses. Because he just does so much screams and stuff, it can get annoying. And that hit as well does a lot of damage. You need to... things with Miral, he's annoying because you need to get close up, but you also need to stay back when he does his hits. Like there, for example. If that hit me, that would have been easy, like 200 down. Because one good thing about Miral is that his stun meter is really easy to activate. You want to run as well when he does those screams, because most bosses, when they scream, they don't do damage. Yeah, and the claws as well are annoying. When he does the claws, you want to jump just before he does it, just so you don't take any damage. When this phase, in the last phase where he is, you can't really dodge the claws. You have to use your SP gouge to kind of be invincible to it. See, we're just going to let him do that. I'm going to use the gas, because obviously the gas is useful against Miral, because he can't really do much against the gas. So he's going to do the ball attack, that's fine. Now you want to jump, do that. I might have messed up the timing there. No, we haven't. Now he's going into his final phase, I believe. No, he's not. So we've got a bit of health into his final phase. Now he's in his final phase. What you want to do now is you want to activate Dog and Bird straight away. Now when he does that, do that. He's going to do it again. Use your SP gouge. Try and stay in the air for as long as you can when he does that. Otherwise he'll batter you. Also, try and get his SP gouge max and try and get his stun meter down. Otherwise he'll just shatter you. See, he doesn't have that much health either. So if you know his pattern well enough, see, it was quite easy to fight, but you have to think quite tactically. Now, the good thing about this boss fight here, the Blighted Lord, the final one that we did today, is that one, you don't need to fight her second phase. So all you need to do is just go up to her, do all of this. You can use all your gas cloud now, and even the dog if you want to. Obviously, the dog's not going to come in much use because you can't really hit her from the floor. But use all your gas clouds and your stuns now. Like this, see? She's almost already stunned. Obviously, that was a bit unlucky there that she hit me. So you just keep on doing that. You go up in the air. Obviously, she's going to do that. She's invincible for a few seconds. That's fine, though. She's just going to go up, her, do all of that, use your special. Obviously, one thing as well is that you need to avoid these eye things. Because as annoying as they can be, the gas will heal your health all the way back, so it doesn't matter. Obviously, we messed up the timing a bit there. Messed up the timing horribly, actually. But that's fine. Even if you do mess up the timing, it's absolutely fine. Again, a stun bar is activated. Even though on the floor. So you've got the special again. So you can just do this in the normal boss fight, any of these as well. And would you look at that, she's defeated. See, 15 minutes and 52 seconds. I think that is a new record for me as well. Should be third. Yeah, so that was my third best record I've done on my main account. Obviously, we were only like, what? That's like 4 seconds and a bit off. But that's how you do it. It's quite simple and easy if you just get to know the boss's patterns. So that is one thing I would recommend. If you are going to go into the boss fights, if you want to complete it properly, I would actually do all the memories. Obviously, don't do people like Guardian Sigrid, because obviously she's easy. Obviously, if you're good at the game, she's easy. Obviously, she might be a bit tough for you, but realistically, people you want to try and practice, you want to know their combos and routes, is Myrrel, definitely. The Blighted Lord is fine, as long as you have the gas, she's fine. The Mad Knight, Uluf, you need to know his combo routes. Captain Julius as well is like, you don't really need to know his routes, but it's better if you do. Then other than that, you can easily beat the game. But yeah, well, that's going to be it for this episode. Hey, look, two episodes in one. Well, is it an episode? I don't know what you call it. I guess you just call it, because we've already done all our episodes, haven't we? It's more like a tutorial, obviously. But let's do it safe for good luck again. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you later. Goodbye.